पिछले साल 6 जून ਨੂੰ ओंटारियो ਦੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਲੰਡਨ 'ਚ ਪਿਕਅਪ ਟਰੱਕ ਨਾਲ ਕੀਤੇ ਹਮਲੇ 'ਚ ਇੱਕ ਮੁਸਲਿਮ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਦੇ 4 ਮੈਂਬਰ ਮਾਰੇ ਗਏ ਸਨ। ਲੰਡਨ ओंटारियो ਵਿੱਚ 1 ਸਾਲ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮਾਰੇ ਗਏ ਅਫਜ਼ਲ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਮੁਸਲਿਮ ਭਾਈਚਾਰਾ ਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੋਕ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋਏ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਨੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਬਾਰੇ ਬੋਲਦਿਆਂ ਕਿਹਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਇਸਲਾਮਿਕ ਧਰਮ ਖਿਲਾਫ ਨਫ਼ਰਤ ਤੋਂ ਪ੍ਰੇਰਿਤ ਹਮਲਾ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਗਿਆ।
Young leaders from the YCCI, thank you for your words, and mostly thank you for your continued action and support for the London community. It was extremely important for me to be here today on this extremely difficult day for the families, for the Muslim community in London, but also for Muslims across Canada and indeed all Canadians. This is one of those days where, as I heard from the young people earlier, a number of people were saying, how could this happen in Canada? And racialized Canadians, Muslim Canadians, Canadians of diverse intersectionalities and backgrounds nodded and said, yeah, unfortunately, this can happen in Canada. Because even as Omar alluded to this, a lot of us pat ourselves on the back for not being as challenging as the United States is on a day-to-day basis. There's no reason for us to be complacent in Canada. There's no reason for us to turn our backs on the lived reality of millions of Canadians who live with microaggression, discrimination, and systemic racism every single day. And on this day that we grieve, we also come together in commitment and resolve to make sure that tomorrow and next year and all the days in the future are also better. So I'm glad to be here today, accompanied by members of our Liberal team who commit themselves every single day to fighting for you, to fighting for London, to making it a better world. Omar, Salma, Ariel, and Peter. We are gathered to honor the victims of this horrible tragedy. The lives of 3 generations of Afzal family were taken by a brutal, cowardly, and brazen act of terrorist violence. Talat, Salman, Madia, and Yumna, we remember them. Yumna was a student here at the Oak Ridge Secondary School. Some of you were her classmates, and I know that you miss her deeply. Today, of course, we also think of Faiz, who turned 10 this year. We talked about him earlier when I had the opportunity to speak with family members, and I feel incredibly privileged and touched to have been able to hear his words in a note on this extremely difficult day. There is no word to describe the courage of this young boy whose life has been changed forever, but I know that even through unimaginable loss and grief, he will grow to be extraordinarily strong because of the incredible love